Hi there, I am back with another recap. Today, we had, as usual, we had two games, and my last opponent was Ghaemmaghami Ehsan, who used to be number one player of Iran. I think nowadays he lives in United States. I have been seeing him in different tournaments. So the pairings weren't up until the literally last 10 minutes. So I didn't really prepare. I didn't know what to expect, and he kind of surprised me with his opening choice. He spent actually 8 minutes to play e5, knight f3, and knight f6. So I decided to play Petrov, and for Petrov I have few options. So I decided to go d4, which I played in World Cup. D takes e5. Here there is a very sharp line, bishop c5. It's very easy to get lost here. Some crazy lines here. King f7, queen d5, king g6, queen c5, and knight h1. And it's supposed to be draw, but no one really wants to go there because if you are lucky, you remember you make draw. I remember that in European Team Championship, uh, Rajabov lost very fast against Nicolas Theodorou because he couldn't remember the variation. So most people play d5, and Gayam also played d5. I went knight d2, but I got an impression that he was not aware of these positions because he was spending so much time. I mean, this is one of the main theories. So he went knight c5, bishop e2, knight c6, and I went. Actually, here I had knight b3 options. I went castle, bishop e7, and in this position I wasn't sure how to play. Eventually I decided to go rook e1, but Angel says knight b3 was a reasonable move. Yeah, I did consider knight b3, but I wasn't sure that what happens after knight b3, ab, and let's say castle. I guess I play c3, b4, and have an edge. Wow. Anyways, I don't know. For some reason, I remember that there was a line that I go knight, knight f1, knight g3. So I played rook e1. He goes castle. I go knight f. I think I played some online game. That's what I remember. So he goes bishop f5, knight g3, bishop g6, and in this position, I improved c3, defending the basically pawn and controlling d4 score, which is an important one. And I think queen d7 was a little bit inaccuracy because it gave me an interesting option that I played after 15 minutes of thought. b4, I am attacking the knight, so he goes knight e4. And in this position, I wasn't sure that should I start with b5 or knight e4, but I decided to play b5, which is a little bit inaccurate. I should have taken e4, bishop e4, and then play b5 according to engine. Although there is not much, yeah, some difference is sure. So I played b5. I missed Gayam's move, knight to b8. This came with surprise because I was only looking for knight a5 or knight d8. Knight b8 wasn't in my radar. Luckily, I could take e4. But the difference that, I mean, if I started with knight e4, my opponent did not have d takes e4 option in this position, which he played. I played knight d4, and I think here he made a big mistake. c5 is a serious blunder because it allows me to play bishop g4. And he goes queen to c7, knight f5. And in this position, I was thinking that he had to take e5. I was planning to go f4, queen c7, knight e7, queen e7, and f5. Initially, I thought, oh, I am winning. There is nothing he can do. Then I realized that he has h5. But I think this position is quite bad. I mean, I can take fg, and queen g4, also bishop h3. The position is incredibly bad. So here goes rook d8. I play a nice move, queen to a4, with the idea that I keep eye on e4. So if now he takes queen e5, I have rook e4. So here he goes h5, h5, and in this position I spent quite some time to try to understand if I should play b6, but now I went bishop h3. He takes e5. I go bishop e4, queen f4, and in this position, oh no, sorry, I should have silenced my phone um, uh, before recording. Sorry about that. So in this position, I may not have played the most precise way. I should have taken h7, king h7, knight d7, king h7, and played rook d1. Yeah, makes sense. I was thinking about rook d1, but for some reason, rook d1 and queen d1, and it's completely lost. I took e4. He played queen d2, knight h7, king here. Oh, wow. I did not see this move. Wow, I had the f4 crazy idea. And it just says that it's winning because what's happening after bishop e4? Queen e4, king h8, and I just grab b7 or what? No, queen e5. Oh, oh wow, that's beautiful. So I took g6, fg, and g3. Initially I was thinking that this is a game over, and then he plays a6, and I'm like, how do I win this position? I spent like 12 minutes, and eventually I was gonna play rook e7, but I couldn't see what's happening after queen c3, rook f1, and rook d4. How do I win this position? I go queen b3. Yeah, I saw actually something similar like that. And rook e8. Oh, this position is winning. I mean, not winning actually. It gives +1 something. Uh, but only move to save g5. I did see similar ideas, but I was playing here instead of rook f1, I was playing rook b1, and the same similar idea. But for some reason, rook b1 is a terrible move. I should play rook f1. Anyways, after long thought, I played queen a5. I found an interesting idea. Also, my opponent was very low on time. So he goes knight d7. I take b takes a6. He cannot take with rook because d8 is hanging. And he had to play here rook f. Although it just says he could play knight f6 as well, which he did. Rook e7, but I guess rook a6 is a mistake here. Yeah, rook a6, queen c7, and suddenly g7 pawn is weak. I think here Gaem took c3 and offered me draw, but I felt like my position, yeah, completely winning. Rook g7, king h6, and I wanted to actually immediately play rook f1. Like I was like, oh, play the move and then think, but I was able to force myself and calculate that rook b1 is the key move, that only winning move, by the way. I didn't realize that that was. I mean, I felt like this is a good move. So the problem is that if he takes a2, now I can take I think d8 and king g7. I have a rook b7. So that's why it was important to put the rook on b1. So he goes queen c2. I go. Oh wow, rook f1. I played instantly, and it's a mistake. Wow. Oh boy. Oh, I should have played rook e1. But it is kind of counterintuitive. So what happens if you play rook d1? Rook d1, queen d1, bishop f1, and this is winning. Hmm. I have. So rook f1 was a mistake, but I was so confident that I mean he played immediately blundered. Yeah, rook f7, rook d6, queen e7, takes, and here he resigned because there is a queen e3 check, queen f8. I mean all kind of ideas, and there is nothing he can do. Oh, yeah, rook f1. I played so fast. I mean, I did spend time when I played rook b1. I didn't. I mean, I thought I win here. Rook f7, and here key move queen b2. Okay, this was a complicated, but yeah, I shouldn't have rushed with this move. Anyway, overall, I think it was a good game. Maybe here and there I could have played better, obviously, but at the end of the day, I was able to convert my advantage here. My opponent resigned. So now I am. I think at least 3 players are leading the tournament. I am one of them. I don't know if we are gonna have more players. Anyways, So tomorrow, first round starts at 10 a.m. and will be a top fun. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. See you tomorrow.